Everybody needs ready hands. We gotta do work. I'm Fighter Chaos along with the Geek Fighters.
Yes.
Double RPG back on the sticks.
Yeah.
Metal visible ninja.
Yeah, Visible Ninja's fine.
Yeah.
That's basically what I use now.
And we're
Also,
the
what's up,
Geek Fighters. Yeah.
Right up, we got Nowhere to Run, followed by Knock on Wood.
Turnbull ACs are in their bus chasing us.
Yeah, exactly. Though I do think we should play that maybe one of these days.
Oh, we should. Yes, the Warriors.
Rockstar Warriors, yeah.
Yes.
Game.
Can you dig it?
Suckers!
Suckers. Maybe that should be the next PS2 game you play after Urban Reign, Jerry.
I should look around for that. Because I know there's a hacked version out there that somebody made that replaces the game design for their jackets with the movie one. Because of, you know, issues with the Hells Angels. Yeah.
So, yeah, today is the day when our unified front is formed and we finally join together at Castle Hanma.
I want to say hello to Star Child. He said it's a good game, Warriors. And Muteki says, yup.
Yeah.
Hawk.
A fine
Virtual
Mahawk.
Fighter.
A fine Mahawk to you, gentlemen.
There's a couple things
Yeah,
about
always.
the Game Awards I forgot to talk about on my stream and on Hero Club.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was that Yu Suzuki thing. I want to know what the heck that's about. You know,
Was
the
there
Yu
the Yu Suzuki thing?
Yeah. There was a gacha game that Yu Suzuki was working on of all people.
Really?
It's like an anime waifu gacha game, but it's Yu Suzuki, and I'm like, huh?
Huh?
You don't remember
not offhand. It's
And that Infinity Nikki already came out, apparently.
Oh yeah, the like wide open, whimsical, friggin' like Barbie Skyrim shit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Which if
those
that's your thing, then you know, go for it. Obviously, it's not. You know, we're not the target audience for
Yeah.
this, so it's a thing that exists.
Trying to think. Dang, I'm downloading fast. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Yu Suzuki. I want to know what that game was called. And Muteki even asked, was it one of the 3 Genshin knockoffs?
Oh, I was going to say Infinity Nikki. Is that what they dub as the coziest game in existence?
Yeah, that was like the cozy gacha game, yeah. And apparently it's part of a series.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, there's been other Nikki games.
That is interesting, because, yeah, that's not what we'd be familiar. It might be something you might be more familiar with in the East, since obviously gacha games, that's kind of their, you know, target market, for lack of a better term. So that stuff like that's probably a lot better known over there.
That's what it is. Yeah, Metal. You know why we kind of glazed over it, even though it's Yu Suzuki? It's because it's coming to Netflix games.
That's why!
Oh.
It's a Netflix game! Oh, that's why.
It's called Steel Paws. It looks like a Digimon type deal, but yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, you know. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember we were all like, yeah, wait, Netflix, and we kind of just tuned out the rest of it.
Well, yeah, essentially. Boop, boop, boop.
Star Child said, yeah, it's on the PSN, the Infinity Nikki game, but Kyle, Double R, sorry, what, go back to, we're going to Castle Hanma.
Well, no, we're not going back to Castle Hanma yet. We're going into battle first.
You said Castle Hanma.
No, I said today we're gonna go to Castle Hanma.
Yeah, today, just like
alright.
not immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I guess we gotta do some shit first.
I'm like, golly. I'm like, jeez.
Why, was there something you wanted me to do at Castle Hanma?
No, I just wanted you to talk, and he said, felt like I had to put you in the timeout zone, like my students. I was like, man, do we need to take a break?
No,
Well,
no.
maybe.
Nothing of that sort. But yes, we will be going back. Everybody will be united today, but right now, it's basically a test to see how well they can actually work together. And let me say that the first hour, it's not pretty, because their camaraderie is not that strong, since both sides have been separated for over, 50 years, based on the game's events. But anyways.
Man, this looks really good upscaled.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I saw Metal Jesus Rocks post a new video about the M Classic series. I guess there were a couple other releases of the M Classic that came along, one for the Nintendo Switch and another for retro games, and I guess he did a counterpoint and asked why do things like this even exist, you know?
No.
I haven't
mean,
I haven't watched it yet, but
Oh,
would be
to me it looks like it looks good to me using this stuff.
Oh yeah, wholeheartedly.
Child says he beat Double Dragon 2 earlier. He forgot how bad the arcade version of that game sucked.
Oh,
It's super.
it's jank.
Child said that that game is one of the rare times where he thinks it's the original, the NES version is better than the arcade. A little more balanced, yeah.
It's weird, but they do happen.
Yep, there's a couple other games I could think of, but you're right. It's not a lot
Where
of
the
them.
arcade, yeah.
Where the NES is actually better.
Mm-hmm. Where yeah.
Oh, Turtles in Time, honestly.
Was one.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
NES.
Okay, it's not a Nintendo example, but I know the Master System version of Shinobi is considered like one of the better
yeah.
ones. So yeah, that's kind of another option. Although it's not Nintendo, but just an example. Or their version of the Ghostbusters game was also like arguably the best version. So
Although I did hear that Shinobi, the original Shinobi, was not the greatest game to start off the series, even though its sequels actually got better.
Okay, yeah,
First
like
game I did
especially the arcade and the NES versions, because they kept the one hit. Like basically, you had one hit and you were dead.
Yeah.
Where the Master System version gave you a life bar,
Mm-hmm.
so which already made it, so much better.
Techie says, "Hey, you watch Metal Jesus? I thought only I did." No, I do. Too.
I watch them occasionally. I
Yeah.
watch the odd video here and there.
So.
Well,
What?
I was gonna say, the last video of his I saw was probably a little bit ago about the American N64 DD that he found.
I remember that.
Yeah. That nobody previously knew about.
Wow, how you can run into these things.
Yeah.
The floor is yours, Kyle. What's going on?
Well, Harmonia has invaded, and basically what we're trying to
Damn
do
Harmonia.
we're trying to see how well this united front can last before it possibly falls into shambles. But it's like for Hugo, Chris, and Ghetto, it's like they're not having any of that anymore, since, since one of them had to become the Flame Champion successor,
Yeah. Okay, let's remind me.
And just so you know, this war battle, it's one that we cannot win. We end up having to do retreat. We automatically retreat after a certain point.
Oh, okay, it's one of those you must lose battles.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, we don't technically lose.
well, no,
per
but
se.
it's like you have to get to a point and you're not intended to win it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just ends.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would say, if you've been waiting for like the whole playable army to come together, well, this is the episode where that happens. was a long time coming, but we sure as hell are getting there somewhat. And I would say after we get everybody recruited, that we'll be taking the opportunity to actually... I mean, once we, have, like, the main... everybody in the main story recruited to the castle, and before we go to the next story segment, after that, I think we'll spend the rest of the episode with trying to recruit a few more characters, just to get a general idea. Well, maybe not so much as a general idea, but more along the lines of, just trying to just show people that, hey, we can still recruit characters instead of just, instead of just showcasing the story.
In this game, since you pick different things, you can still get all 108, right? It's just...
Yes. Oh, yeah. No matter who you pick in this game, eventually they're all gonna, come together, so that way everybody in the 108 Stars of Destiny are in the overall party.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, is there anything... I know holidays is coming soon, Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Very soon. Much sooner than we think.
1 more week for me. Star Child said they all converge regardless who you choose. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies. Still watching all the ranked and bad stuff.
Yeah, that seemed to be a trend for a lot of people this week. I think my mom was one of those people too. She watched the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animated special yesterday.
AMC is showing like all of them. I was watching Jack Frost earlier.
The one with Michael.
Which one?
Or the one that came before that?
I was gonna say, are we talking...
The claymation one.
Oh, the claymation.
Okay, I was gonna ask, claymation, Michael Keaton, or
the horror flick.
Horror movie.
The stop motion one.
Okay, because there's like three different Jack Frosts, because there's like a horror movie franchise about killer snowman and stuff.
Buteki mentioned Ernest Saves Christmas.
Look, I tell you, Vern, it's one of the best goddamn Christmas movies out there, Vern.
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the greatest Christmas movies, but not the best Ernest movie. Period.
Really?
But it's still an oldie buddy goodie. I think it's funny how they still have those two security guards from Goes to Jail be in every single one of the Ernest movies, especially the one guy who's like 80 years old right now.
Tell you right now, yeah. Wasn't he the one that was that spoiled kid in Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Probably.
I think you might be thinking of somebody else. Oh, you're talking about Francis, right? But yeah, that was played by a different actor.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
No, it's cool.
No, it's not. It's a mistake, and I have to pay the price.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll whip myself after. Not really. Where is it? Shit, I was gonna call.
Now, if you remember in the other two Suikoden games, whenever you're in a war battle, it is possible that your characters can actually end up getting killed and be unplayable throughout the rest of the game. Well, be thankful that's not the case with this game. Yeah, I think it's this game where they stopped doing that because they realized that it's superfluous for them to do something like that.
Oh, Star Child said,
Question.
Muteki mentioned Ludicrous Christmas movie. Star Child said he played, Metamorphic Force. That game was pretty good. Yeah! Some underrated Konami beat 'em up. That's the one tile where they could turn into animals.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the earliest Konami beat-em-ups, if I recall.
It's like 90-something, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, yes, some characters can die in war battles in the earlier games. I didn't know. I think he said... Huh. Is that a thing in here, or no? Dying in war battles?
No, that's not a thing in this game. Not ever since
good.
this game, no other characters can die in war battles.
Well, Star Child said, yeah, wouldn't even know until you looked at the list. Oh man, that sucks. Having 108 people to look after. Muteki said, I recommend you watch Eddie Murphy Candy Cane Lane.
Oh. But yes, everybody's retreated back to Sergeant Joe's hometown. We're back at Duckland Village.
Nice.
Yep.
Back to some real towns.
Yes. But it doesn't seem like that fortuitous of a place to have everybody recover at, since it's very cramped. And as you can see, both Queen and Ayla are there too, mending the wounded. Yeah, that is right, Star Child. He says that a handful of characters are eligible to die in war battles. As far as I recall, every time when I played this game, at least when I played this game, that no characters would die in war battles and be unplayable throughout the rest of the game whatsoever.
Man, I see a lizard, man.
Yeah. The Grasslanders are still going by their old ways of how they go through war. It's just that don't trust anybody is basically their modus operandi, or MO, basically.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, metal. You'll like Muteki. He has a Simpsons reference here with what's going on. He said, man, these people are depressed. This is a job for Thundra, Ghost Rider, and possibly Green Lantern. Remember what Homer said? What about Superman? Well, what about
What about Superman?
What about Superman?
But guy got so mad at him. Archive said, I remember in part 2, each of those eligible characters had a specific phrase they would say if they got beaten in war that signified they were gone for good.
Yes. I remember that, too.
It's a lot.
Trying to remember who it was that I have to talk to progress the story. I know it's not that far from here. Who do I have to talk to? Nope, not you. Oh, hey, it's what's his name from the kid who was playing detective on the Duck, who seemingly committed suicide, but it turned out to be a yoga act. When looking at the war battles in this game, would you feel that they're an upgrade or a downgrade from Suikoden 1 and 2?
Which part's an upgrade or a downgrade from the first 2 games?
The war battle system.
Oh, I think it's an upgrade, for sure. It kind of reminds me of, like, let's put a mini Fire Emblem in there.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know.
I mean, I could definitely see that.
That's why I said it took him a long time to beat these games, because after each story event, he would backtrack to make sure he got everyone before he progressed.
Oh, yeah. That's basically Suikoden in a nutshell. Even the same thing with Eiyuden Chronicle. Oh, did you guys do your PlayStation wrap-up for this year?
Yeah, I did it live when I was streaming on mine.
Have not touched a Sony system all year, so it would be kind of redundant.
So, Kaos, I guess the game you played the most just this year was KOF?
No! Funny enough, Sound Out and Alex both got KOF because of me. For me, it was actually GTA 5.
Oh! Oh, boy. That's funny. Yeah, I did mine as well. Turns out that Rebirth was my most played game this year. Whereas I think Eiyuden Chronicle was second for me. And then I think the third one was was Spider-Man Remastered. But yeah, it seems like I put in a lot more time with PS5 this year than I have any other year that I've had it, you know?
Starchild said it was GTA 5 for him too, yep.
I'd imagine it'd be that for Wheels 2 wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it's got either that or GBO, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably GTA though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working on art, and I'm just eating chips watching. Well, at least I'm helping. Muteki said most of his time on the PS5 was Paw Patrol. And then he said 2 months were Bluey, the game.
Wow. So basically, what Hugo's discussing with the strategist is that even though Harmonia is going to attack us, but also apparitions of demons are also going to be at the forefront to help the enemy army. So basically, we have to attack the magician, who it turns out to be Sarah, since she can conjure up the demons from the underworld, cripple her, and that will reduce the enemy's numbers and
Oh, dang.
soldiers.
Oh. I was about to say don't hit a button yet, but that's fine. The homie with the red hair, what's his name? Character?
Caesar.
Yeah. Yo, look at his face. Tell me he don't look baked.
God, I mean, he does look like he's baked out of his mind. I mean, he definitely looks like he's been stoned willy-nilly.
Yes, legit. Sarchow said he started reorganizing his DVDs and Blu-rays to see if he could fit everything better. You ever had that issue with shells where you're like, man, I got this, and then like you're like, wait a minute, why is this not really fitting?
Oh yeah, wholeheartedly. Anyway, here's the second warp battle of this episode. And if you thought that it was going to end nicely like end badly like the first time, then you would be right. But basically, it's us trying to hold out for as long as we can. Because if everybody dies in this fight, then basically it's game over. We have duck units helping us. Oh, and by the way, and speaking of Caesar, we actually do learn the origin of his, learn about his origins today.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's like, why does he know so much about strategy and all that? The answer? Well, if you know the franchise, then it's not going to be as far-fetched as you think. The Mantor fighters from Lubuk are there to help Harmonia.
Well, hopefully they're better than Mantar the wrestler. Remember him, Metal?
Mantar. Jeez, look at Huber just one-shotted that lizard fighter with a crit.
Sure did. I just saw that one. Died. Fell just went boop.
Yeah.
And also, nice leaving me hanging, Metal.
Why?
Starshot remembers Mantar. Yeah. Oh, man. 90s wrestling. Early 90s wrestling, I should say.
Of course, when it comes to 90s wrestling, I remember the Toxic Turtles.
Yeah, you remember them.
Yeah.
Mantar, Toxic Turtles, the Yeti, RoboCop coming in to save Sting.
Wait,
Yeah, Starshot.
RoboCop saved Sting?
In WCW, RoboCop showed up.
Oh, okay.
But Starshot said, yeah, early to mid 90s, WWF had some weird jobbers. Aldo Montoya.
Yeah, I have to admit that the 90s did have some weird wrestlers. I mean, I would even say that the Blue Meanie was a weird wrestler, you know?
Ugh.
Even though he felt more established, you know?
No, but I know what you mean, though.
Mhm.
Oh, there's Metal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. I was gonna ask if you remembered Mantar.
Mantar? I think so.
You know, and those weird wrestlers that had weird gimmicks like that.
Yeah. Oh, God.
The Yeti.
Well, okay, the Yeti's one of the worst ones, because, you know, they don't exactly... That was... Oh, God. Yeah, Yeti, but he looks like a mummy, because they don't have a Yeti suit. I just wrap him in shit and call him a mummy, I don't know.
Archon said Bastion Booger.
Good man.
Bastion
I was
Booger.
telling Kyle about the time
Yeah.
the time RoboCop showed up, and Kyle's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, RoboCop."
Capital Punishment 90, right?
Yep.
I think. Yeah, because they were promoting, what was it, RoboCop 2, I think? Was it? I think it was 2 or 3 they were promoting at the time, which is why they did that. And by save, we just mean RoboCop, like, slowly walks in, takes, like, a jail cell off, you know, a cage so Sting can get out, and then he leaves.
Yep. And that's how RoboCop saved Sting, Kyle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, despite the fact he almost tripped a couple times, and, you know, that suit would have exploded since it was, you know, not exactly a high-quality RoboCop suit, I don't think. I don't even know if we even know who was in that suit.
Definitely not Peter Weller, that's for sure.
Well, no, obviously. Well, it wasn't sure if it was like a stuntman or a wrestler or something or whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, definitely had to be somebody. Alright. The Zexans came to help out the Grasslanders, and while they're distracting the Harmonian army, it's time for us to attack the Magician Lady. Basically make her lose focus on, you know, with her summoning all those apparitions of the Harmonian army, and then the rest of those forces should fall flat on its ass for them to retreat. Or for us to retreat, rather. Get to safety. But no, this is not a war battle that we're dealing with right here. This is an actual regular battle. A regular-ass battle. From a video game-ass game. You know, like Astrobot.
Astrobot's a good game. Let me check who it was. RoboCop suit. Well, Capital Combat. Well, excuse me, Google.
Oh, it's funny. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're on X, Grok is technically free now to everybody. So you can ask him questions. And I just asked him what the most video game is. And you want to know the 3 options that it spat out?
Huh.
Do you?
Go ahead.
I want to, yeah.
Number 1, Skyrim.
Not really, but alright.
Number 2, Dead Cells.
Getting closer there.
Yeah.
And number 3, Tetris.
There you go.
Yeah.
That one I'll give.
Just out of curiosity, I thought I'd punch that in just to see what comes up.
which is what Astrobot is, and I love it for that.
Which is great. I know, like I said, some people are PO'd that Black Myth didn't get it, but those are mainly those that are deep in the anti-woke kind of side. So
I'm over here like I just want to play a video game. Woo!
Exactly.
I just want to play. I want to play Mario, but much better with greater.
Yeah. RoboCop. Capital Combat. No, that can't be right. Was it really? That doesn't seem right. I mean,
Hey, LPH.
Hey.
hey, how's it going? I'm looking up RoboCop at Capital Combat. Everywhere's saying that it actually was Peter Weller himself,
Really?
but that can't be right. No, it's not. Wikipedia's wrong with that one. That's why you can't just trust it. I'm looking elsewhere.
Right.
Wikipedia says that, and I'm like, that can't be right.
Okay.
It was some stunt guy. Cornette even clarified.
Okay.
Cornette was there, and he's like, because apparently Wikipedia still has not fixed that. Maybe I should. I don't know. Because 4 years ago, Jim Cornette clarified it wasn't Peter Weller. So I don't know why the rest of the internet is still saying that. Like, why would he be there? You know.
Right.
Oh yeah, because Starshot decided to look it up, and he said that's what he's seeing too. That they're actually claiming it's Peter Weller, but like it can't be.
Like no, it doesn't look like him for one thing.
Exactly.
Like what little you could see of the guy under the mask, it definitely is not Peter Weller. Like I said, it's either some random stuntman or like a wrestler that was the right build that they just had put on the suit.
And according to Cornette, it was a random stuntman.
Yeah.
So that's one of those I guess one of those things where like this is why you can't trust what you read on the internet. Just because some kid could just look that up and be like, yeah, it's Peter Weller. Like, no, but the internet said so. Like, well, that's actually not true.
Right.
Oh, LPH said maybe the TV RoboCop.
Oh, from RoboCop the series, mind you, that wouldn't come out for like another 6 or 7 years.
Oh yeah, so it had to
It was like 97, I think.
Yeah.
And it was made in Canada, so I know that.
LPH wonders how much they paid for that crossover to WCW.
Oh, good question.
Maybe not much. Maybe not as much as you think. Since
Probably
they didn't have
not.
Weller, since they weren't paying for Weller, they weren't paying for, as you
Well,
said,
they were
Metal,
paying
good
for
suit.
a RoboCop, not the RoboCop.
We said no RoboCops. We're allowed one.
Yeah. You said you're paying for a RoboCop, not the RoboCop.
Yeah.
But you have RoboCop Gump Lich. You said we said no RoboCops. And remember, Kyle, what Sagat says, Tiger RoboCop.
Tiger RoboCop.
Yeah. No, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Starshell said WCW probably got paid by them for the publicity. Yes, it was a sponsor, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. And LPA said, and this is WCW pre-Hogan. Yep. He didn't join until what?
Oh yeah. Wild shit that just doesn't work. While trying to copy WWE.
Yeah, Hogan joined in '94. So it was like, what, 4 years before he showed up?
I think so.
I didn't hear Voodoo Child. I don't know.
See if we can go back to Hugo. Currently, don't mind me, folks. I'm just currently going through the characters' equipment and all that. Make sure that everybody's in
What?
top fit form in terms of defenses and all that.
Up here, so part 3 was out at that time. No, part 2 came out in 1990. RoboCop. So RoboCop 3 was way after.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not way after. Yeah, no, I know it was 93. So yeah, no, it actually was. RoboCop 3 came out, and Capital Combat was 1990, which is when RoboCop 2 would have came out. But Metal, do you remember the ninjas in RoboCop 3?
What was that? I apologize.
You remember the ninjas in RoboCop 3?
Yeah, the robot.
Oh
ninjas?
yeah. We try not, but yeah. RoboCop 3 is one of those. Yeah, 3 is the one where people are like, yeah.
Remember who did 2 and 3? It wasn't Verhoeven. It was
No, it wasn't.
Frank Miller?
Yep. Frank Miller.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of RoboCop, I did try out a bit of Rogue City recently, and I gotta say, Star Child was right about that game. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Rogue City is just one of them, like, sleeper hits right now. It's like,
I'm really surprised at how well made it is.
RoboCop Rogue City, man, yeah. I think Muteki would agree with that too. Muteki said, "Hey, I was the one that said Rogue City was good." Well, Star Child was telling me even before you mentioned it. But yes, you did also say. You did, yeah, and you did. Muteki did gift sound out RoboCop 3.
Ah.
Speaking of sound out, get in here. Probably working on a video, but I'm like, get in here. Somebody's in here.
You say somebody?
Man, bad gamer, you're not here?
Oh, God. Ugh. Can't go on. It can't be a stream without dealing one of those every week, am I right?
I'm glad I have Mario on.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna click on a Russian website, yeah. Sure.
Sure, complete stranger.
So why would I want just bots viewing that? Oh, look at my numbers.
What about your numbers?
Exactly.
Alright, Senor Joe, let's get you upgraded with some abilities yourself, man. Look at that duck-ass grin he's got on his portrait. Never thought I would say something like duck-ass grin, am I right?
Yeah,
That was just like the first thing that came to my mind.
well, better than some other things.
Oh, wholeheartedly. I gotta tell you, since last time we were playing, I've been on a Star Ocean Second Story R kick quite a lot. And yeah, that thing I told you about what I was doing with fast grinding my characters and then going through the post-game dungeon after that. Yeah, breezed it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, breezed through it. Sure, there was adversity along the way, but nothing that good old me couldn't handle, you know?
I guess so.
But for me, trying to go through those super bosses, yeah, I think I'll wait on that another time. Because fighting one super boss was already enough, but there's like 3 or 4 of them in the game.
That's a lot of that's too many super bosses.
Yeah, that is too many.
Please remove 3.
I think 1's plenty. Or at least 2. Alright, so Caesar makes his grand entrance while the Zexans and the Grasslanders are contemplating strategy, and this is where we learn about his origin.
His origins as... Let me see.
What his surname bloodline is.
You think you can help me?
Of course, I'm not sure how a lizard man would sound. I'm sure they would sound very, like, something like what Steve Bloom would make his character sound like, with a very hissy and raspy, just gruntled voice.
Oh, you've been playing it, but so Star Child asked. So Second Story has multiple endings, if he remembers right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, every Star Ocean game, at least the first 3 I know, they have multiple endings, but it's based on which characters you have in your party throughout the entire journey.
Divine Force has it still.
Oh, okay.
In case you wanted to know.
Okay, cool. So it's not just those games. Looks like every other game still has that. Okay. But yeah, basically it's building relationships through the private actions with your party.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Apparently I didn't do too much. I got like the okay ending.
mhm.
Not a bad ending, but I didn't get the one. I was like, wait a minute, you can do that? Oh, geez. I was trying to look for the private actions. I guess I didn't find as many as I guess. I didn't find as many as I thought I would.
Star Child says they probably would sound like Slythe from Thundercats.
Yeah.
Okay.
See how baked he is? Oh my goodness! Look at him.
Look at that goofy ass grin of his.
That is a I'm high. That is a munchies mood.
Yes.
He is stoned and he just wants to eat some Cheetos.
He wants to eat a salad that has wild parsley in it, but it actually turns out to be marijuana.
Ooh.
If you remember that episode of Sanford and Son.
Wow. Telling me about Sanford and Son. Yeah.
Anyways. So basically, Caesar, you gave a good speech, but who are you exactly anyway? We're tired of your bragging.
Yeah.
Now you saw him have a face the munchies. Now you see his less munchy side right here.
Oh, finally.
Look at that serious face of his.
I mean, he still looks a little baked, but
Yeah. My family served as chief strategist for the Royal Army in the Dunan Unification Wars, basically the Highland Army, and did the same for the Liberation Army in the Gate Rune Wars. So both sides had a strategist in both those games that ended with one common surname, Silverberg. And it turns out Caesar is actually Leon Silverberg's grandson. If you remember Leon Silverberg, he was an ally in the first game, but he was the chief strategist for the Highland Army in the second game.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, Overman came in.
Hey, Overman.
Oh, Overman said, "What do you think about the open beta test for Virtua Fighter 5 Revo?"
I haven't even tried it. And even Lucia can corroborate on this because if you remember in the third act of Suikoden 2, she fought alongside Joey Atreides for Highland. She even, like I said, corroborates this.
Yes, I can vouch. Star shows that he didn't see it on PS5. I didn't either. But if it's up there, cool.
No, I think it's just only for the PC version on Steam for Revo because Revo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Revo's Steam only. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. I got you. Yujiro, the Flame Champion. Metal Overman said, the Virtua Fighter 5 Revo is on Steam, but Ultimate Showdown has a 2.0 patch. Yeah, that's right. It's just a patch on the PlayStation version.
Yeah,
I guess I gotta look for that patch.
Yeah, it's just a patch, but no, but it's not technically Revo on PS4.
I mean, it is, but
it is, but not by name.
Yeah.
No.
Do 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 do.
But it's good to see that Virtua Fighter is making a comeback, and I think it needs to get back on its place at the top of the food chain, or one of the leading innovators, you know? But you know, I get what you're saying during during that whole Yu Suzuki bit. You're just like, what was Yu Suzuki doing there during the Virtua Fighter Direct? Aside from giving honor and mention to his past contributions to the franchise.
I'm hoping that all this is leading up to like not only VF6 but like some continuation of Shenmue, maybe. I don't even care if it's not a game anymore. I just want to see the story end.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like, how much longer does Yu Suzuki have left to live? It's like, you know, let him finish the story before anything else, so that way he can, you know, whenever that day comes when he has to, you know, go to heaven, he at least has no regrets, you know?
Yeah. And then RGG remake Shenmue 1 and 2 like they wanted to.
Oh yeah, they need to. They do need to make it, you know, make those games feel a bit more modern in their control schemes.
Exactly.
I mean, even
bro, you know I'd be all over that. Oh, I'm contractually obligated to.
Yes. I mean, even from what I played of the first Shenmue, it's like it's a product of its time, but
yeah,
for modern audiences, it's not going to fly well.
Sasha said it's good that RGG is doing something other than just Yakuza games. It'll help them from getting stale. Yep. That's true.
Absolutely. Because I'd rather not just you know, I don't want to know RGG Studio as just the Yakuza company or the Yakuza game company. I mean, you would have thought that they would. You thought that they would be known other than just the Yakuza franchise when Judgment came out wholeheartedly, but yeah, it's like I see RGG Studios have more of a backbone to do more than just, you know, what they're known for. It's like that. I want to see RGG, you know, take the reins in making a wrestling game. that kind of has that same feeling as if you're playing a Yakuza game, but based on wrestling moves. I mean, they've had the likeliness of New Japan Pro wrestlers as opponents for Kiryu and others in the RGG games, the Yakuza franchise at least. So it's like, I think they should at least get their chance, you know? I mean, can you imagine it when you're about to beat an opponent? All of a sudden, they go into that they have an aura, that a colored aura that just surrounds them. It's like, oh, they're getting serious. They're about to be hitting more signature moves than anything. All right, Hugo, it's time for you to take the reins and unite everybody with a with an all-encompassing and attention-grabbing speech. Are you going to become the Flame Champion, the new Yujiro?
Oh.
Muteki says, they did make a wrestling game. Yakuza 6, Yakuza Kiwami 2, Yakuza 3.
There's wrestling in those games, yeah.
But it wasn't like a full crux of a full game by itself, you know?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, stand up for your beliefs, Hugo. Show Sergeant Joe how you can rally up everybody.
Mojo!
Senor Joe! The numbers don't lie.
Show them that you have the power to do muscle bombers. Show them you can do Samoan drops.
Alright.
Show everybody you're from California. Wait, you're not in that universe, Hugo. There he goes. Or there they go. All standing on their feet. Ready to fight together.
Flame champion, right?
Yes. Now, Hugo takes over the Flame Champion, not only by title, but also by name. So throughout the rest of the game, Hugo is known under the name Yujiro.
Oh, okay. I am now Yujiro. Yeah! Lizard Fighter says. Duck Fighter.
But yeah, it's at this point where whichever character you play as, they'll go under the name of the Flame Champion. Or whatever you selected the Flame Champion's name as.
Interesting how they thought of this story like that.
Oh, yeah.
have a past guy, and then you become that. Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, Caesar's baked again.
Yes, he is. He's like, dude, I'm so happy you managed to stand up on your own 2 feet. Far out, man.
Yeah. Far out.
Everybody's thinking about the new Flame Champion, and he's just looking at his fingers, going like, "They call them fingers, but I never seen them fing."
It's like, I want that. I want his face. I mean, just look at his face right here at the still image. Zoom that up close to your face and be like, no, get away from me. If that ain't nightmare fuel, then I don't know what is. About as much nightmare fuel as the president's daughter in Dynamite Deca or Dynamite Cop. When you save her. Aw. Fighter Cal says he'll be right back, so we'll try to hold the fort for ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do what we can. Also, if you hear a low rumbling, that's because I have a cat almost in my face.
Oh. Nothing wrong with kitties.
No, it's one of my cats, Smokey.
Ah. Lil Smokey.
Ning Dio, Smokey.
Oh, now Ghetto joins the fight. It's like, Ghetto, where the hell have you been, man? But anyways, just like the other 2 battles, this is one we cannot win. We just have to hold him out because Caesar's got a trick up his sleeve in order for the Harmonians to retreat. So, yep. Never thought you'd see 3 war battles in the same episode, eh?
Damn, well. Hey, it is the gimmick, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Play some Hounds and Hares, only not really.
Right. And you can see that the numbers are short for who they have in the enemy army than what we initially saw at first. So, yeah, we may be able to stand up to them a bit better. But, well, we'll see how things go. And not only do we have all the people in our army fighting together, now every unit can have select characters from the 108 Stars of Destiny to fight alongside them.
Neat.
Yeah.
Ouch. Watch it, mister.
So it can lead to some advantages, but also some disadvantages too. And you can see that the enemy army is doing less damage to us because since we're at the Brass Castle, it actually makes it more. We actually have a bit of a defense advantage, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was another thing I forgot to mention, that certain terrain in the battle map, in the war battle maps, they actually will give you a boost in defense, depending on where you're at.
Hey.
It's kind of the same thing with Fire Emblem, in a way. Hey, welcome back, Eric.
Yeah, I said Fire Emblem. See?
Yeah.
See, you get it.
Yeah. You can see that certain character, that the units in our army, as I was telling Metal here, that they actually, that we have characters from the 108 Stars of Destiny fighting alongside the commanders. So it's not just, like regular foot soldiers from Grasslands, Lizard Clan, Zexen, Duck Clan, or anything like that. No. So if you take a look at Ghetto here, you can see that Sergeant Joe of the Duck Clan and Vasba of the Lizard Clan are fighting alongside him. Haven't really seen much of anything new after you had to go take care of what you needed to do.
Oh.
Yeah. See the amount of space in between how much we can move around on this war map is lessening quite a lot. But then again, as I said, we're just pretty much trying to hold the fort here, so that way we don't try to attack them, because basically it's just another one of those fights where we're just trying to see how much we can hold out the enemy before we win this. I think we also got to mention, too, that after Dynamite on Wednesday, there will be another Dynamite that's taking place on the Sunday before Christmas.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Interesting. That's what I guess they really don't want to do Christmas. Well, you know what I mean? I mean, I get it. I knew WWE just wouldn't. They would just. It doesn't matter what day it was. They
would still do it regardless.
Yeah, they would have a show regardless if it's that day. Is that day? That's what they would do.
Yeah.
McMahon was like, love it.
I love it.
Take me to him. Take me to this son of a bitch.
He's here, sir. What?
hey, we got a raid in the party.
Hey, welcome. Thank you.
Nerd Revenge,
Yay!
thank you for the raid.
Oh, the winged hussars have finally arrived.
And Star Child even says that WWE is double taping on Christmas too.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nerd Revenge, how's it going?
Ahoy, hoy.
Hope you're having a great day, Nerd Revenge. As we said, we hope you're, we wholeheartedly thank you for the raid.
He said, not bad. Are we around chapter 4 now?
Yeah, we're in chapter 4. This is the chapter where everybody that is part of the 108 Stars of Destiny are coming together to fight off the major threat. But we haven't gotten everybody within our group, the 108 Stars of Destiny yet, but a good chunk of them are coming together. Oops.
The only thing this is missing is the little character portrait bouncing around like on the Budokai 2 game board.
Oh, yes! I remember that.
The little avatar would bounce.
Yeah. And then it would spring itself back up onto its feet. Yeah, I mean that's the exact impression I got when I saw this when playing Budokai 2 is that yeah, the battle maps are very much alike, You can move around on grid spaces and all that. I always imagined a Suikoden game. When I was younger, I always imagined a Suikoden game if it actually had a fighting system that's kind of similar to that of Budokai's. But, you have a character in the 108 Stars of Destiny being a playable fighter. I mean, think about that if they ever tried to do something like that, Chance where you get stuck between two enemies glitch? I haven't gotten stuck between two enemies, and honestly, I try my best not to.
So, and Hugo is now the Flame Champion.
Yes. And like
And
I
now
said,
it even says Yujiro.
yep, he is now known as Yujiro.
Oh, is that what happened in that glitch? Utagi?
Alright, we made it to the end of the fight where we actually win here. But even though Zexon says, more forces, we can't possibly win.
Oh.
Relax, they're ours, Caesar says.
As he takes another bong hit.
Oh, we're gonna get like an influx of ally units just coming in through where Mua is standing right here. The Kamaro Alliance of Free Night stands beside Grassland. We fight for the Firebringer. Choose your targets.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, base. Whenever Caesar's around, you should hear bubbling noises.
Then you get Bobby Lashley in a bearskin cap. I mean, Hellick saying, "Ugh,
Okay.
we repay debt to the Flame Champion." Oh, hey, Thomas and friends are here too from Hanma Castle.
Thomas and friends.
damn.
You say.
Thomas?
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas and friends. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do the song.
There two, there four, there six, there eight. Shunting trucks, they're hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue. I hear they're a very useful crew.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that genocidal magician Piccolo is there with them too. Oh,
No, we need him.
well, yeah,
He
we
likes
need
setting
him.
things on fire.
Yes, exactly. But just don't burn us.
Yeah. What forces from the south?
There is a force to the south, but you won't believe who it is after they retreat.
Brother. Oh.
Yep. Albert and Caesar are brothers.
This is news to me.
I mean, now I look at it. Albert just looks like what if Caesar sobered up?
Yes. It's like your regular Jotaro Kujo or Dio Brando on the evil side, whereas Caesar's Jonathan Joestar, but drunk and half-baked. Or baked. Now, the one who's on the south side. Where have you been all this time, girl? You said you were trying to find a Tento trader, and now all of a sudden you showed up? Yeah, so Lily's back in the fold. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have secured victory in this fight. So hells yes. The Zexans, the Korea, and the Lizardmen. Look at them all being buddy-buddy. And laughing. And one of the Lizard Clan dudes is giving one of the Zexan Knights big, huge pats on the back.
God, please stop!
It's like, come on, cough it up. Cough it up. I know you swallowed that. Where's my money? You swallowed my money. Give it back. I'm not gonna stop beating you until you give it back, dude.
Give it back, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll hold off on that right now and wait till after we formed at our own castle.
Look at Sergeant Joe. He'll walk.
Yeah.
He knows. Right.
It's like I'm his loyal general to his army now. So if you got any questions, you ask me. Now, here's the thing, though. Even though Hugo is known as Yujiro, some people can still call him by his actual name.
I was just gonna ask when I saw that. I was literally just gonna ask.
Yeah, so...
I was like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Now, this part right here, with Halleck and Fubar being right behind Sergeant Joe when they make their screams of victory cry, it's one of I think it's probably my favorite moment in the game, just because of how much they pester Sergeant Joe with this bit.
Yeah. We
Sergeant,
should.
and then Joe's like, "Shut it! Just shut it!
Yeah.
I can hear you. I have ears, you know."
Oof.
Oh, golly. Oh, so she was. So the caravan never arrived to Brass Castle in the first place. So she was immediately making her way back to her homeland of Tento to try to get more funds. So that's why she's been gone for so long.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why we did not see her, but we saw Halleck and Mua at Brass Castle when we had both Hugo and Joe visit the place, wondering where the hell she was, basically. And this is where she learns the truth of Hugo inheriting the Flame Champion's title and name. Look at everybody pointing at Hugo. Co-leader? Girl, you get to be a commander in the army, but not the commander. But yes, Lily and her assistants, Reed and Samus, are now part of the 108 Stars of Destiny. Basically, they joined our army now.
Join the army. Join Majima's construction group.
Yes.
We build. Remember, was it we build?
Majima.
I mean, you got to join them and sing their song.
Go ahead, Metal.
You know, you got to join them and sing their song whenever you complete a mission. Because we're all loyal to the Majima Construction Company.
Do you remember the poster for their recruiting?
Yes.
It says we build shit.
We build shit.
We build shit.
Yeah, and the song da 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 Majima da da Majima Majima Kensetsu. Udeki said, "Sorry, Majima ditched construction and became a pirate."
Yeah.
That's where all the money is.
Well, hey, you know, if it's lucrative, why not? And you know what? It also gives us more opportunity for those guys at Sega to preserve their arcade games in the Yakuza series.
Right?
They're adding like the fucking like Ocean Hunter rail shooter into, you know, the pirate Yakuza spinoff, which is kind of nuts. Which is always good, you know. It's always
When's
good.
that come out?
February.
February,
Oh, okay.
something, something.
Can't believe it's nearly here, though.
Yeah, it is.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So, Korea's joining the Firebringer, so is the Lizard Clan, so is Zexen, the Duck Clan, the Kamaro Free Knights, those of wherever Halleck's from, his tribe of nomads. So will Thomas's group at Hanma Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Now they all just look at Lily and be like, well, declare your creed, girl. You know what I'm about to say. There's no way we'll stand by and watch Harmonia take over. We'll need to set up headquarters for the Firebringer. Yep, since everybody has now made the oath, now the next step is to have headquarters, and we know we're the best place for headquarters to serve. Nope. Not half of the village is on bows. Yeah, not the Duck Clan. It wouldn't work. How about our castle? Hanma Castle. Oh, yeah. A little dilapidated, but it's really big enough since it's located between Grasslands and Zexen. To think that Thomas was the Tenkai star and he was supposed to be the one to unite everybody, but that turned out to be a farce.
Yep. Let's go.
Yes. So, it's time to make way towards our humble abode.
Nice.
All right. Now we can have Chris and Ghetto join us alongside the trip. Oops. It took how many episodes for us to have everybody join at a castle?
I know, right? The other Suikoden games was
It was like either 2, 3, or 4
pretty early.
episodes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here it's 14. Like what? Rosif.
But here's the thing, though. Even though we now have everybody joining at our castle, now everybody's joined. There really aren't that many things to do story-wise after we join. There's only like a few things. There's only like maybe 2 or 3 things that happen before we go to the final battle. I can't help but feel that there was more planned for this game, but since it was way too big, they just pretty much went with it as is.
I mean, yeah. It's not a launch title. I know it's not. Wasn't it like
It was an early. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was like mid-early PS2 game. And you can even tell that even some of those early PS2 games look like that they still look like advanced PS1 titles.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. They just like PS. Yep. How many times am I gonna say yep? But you're right. 'Cause that's exactly what was in my head.
I mean, even the same for when going from PS2 to PS3.
3.
Or even Xbox to Xbox 360. Some of those early titles look like they were really advanced last-gen games on a next-generation console.
Yep.
Even something like the first Dead Rising, that came out nearly a year after that console's launch. Because Dead Rising came out in 2006, and the Xbox 360 came out in 2005.
2005, yeah. I remember I was standing in line on release night, so yeah.
Oh,
That was wild.
those days, man. Miss those days.
Oh yeah, where it was where it was really fun to go to a midnight launch.
Yeah.
But nowadays it's just like I can't do that shit anymore.
Or rather, what even is releasing that like that nowadays?
Right, exactly.
So few people buy physical. We're the weirdos who like physical, man. Like technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even then, I don't buy that much physical just because. I mean, I try, but yeah.
I mean, I think we all agree that we're all preservationists when it comes to video games.
Basically, yeah.
More or less.
Oh, excuse me.
You are welcome.
But I think we at least have an advantage, which the Video Game Preservation Society does not. If you look at the logistics and all that. We actually have actual copies of games. Don't, Muteki, don't talk about the Blu-ray collectors. They hate physical games. They
What?
do? They do?
Seems kind of odd to
Yeah,
hate
that,
something when they collect physical themselves, but all right.
exactly. That just seems kind of asinine of a belief, you know? And just so you guys know, I think we can all agree we should have at least one more stream before Christmas, right?
I was thinking about that. Yeah, I guess so. Cause it's, I mean, yeah. I'll be on a whole 2-week break by then, so I won't mind.
Yeah. Anyway, we go to this place called the Tablet of Stars, and if you look at the monument here, you can actually see all the Stars of Destiny that we have on board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like how we got the Tablet of Stars from Lady Luck Not from the first 2 games, well, we actually have a place where the Tablet of Stars is already, you know, built into a huge, large rock outside of the castle. So, if you want to view what all Stars of Destiny you have with you from right there, then there you go.
So this game makes it easier to recruit them, huh? 'Cause I see you weren't missing that many.
Mm-hmm.
Muteki said, "Don't trust an RPG. It's been altered. I've seen Naruto. Some black goop altered a tablet."
Oh.
And then Muteki answered about the physical. That Blu-ray releases, Blu-ray collectors, they support Blu-ray, but once we bring up physical games, it goes haywire with them.
It does.
Weird.
For some reason.
Oh, I see the problem.
Some black goop altered the tablet. Ooh.
Yeah, in
Naruto.
yeah, if you remember.
Can't remember when exactly did that occur?
It had to do with what's his face. The Zetsu and the. He's like, oh no, I was making Madara see all that so I could gaslight him into releasing Kaguya.
Oh, okay.
And with this tablet.
Yeah, I see.
I believe it was called the Tablet of Gaslighting.
It's one way of putting it. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read the Naruto manga. And I haven't really stayed up to date with Boruto, or the Blue Point Vortex.
I did at one point, then I just sort of fell. I don't know, because it's not really. But yeah, I was reading the manga and I didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't opened my Shonen Jump app in a while, even though Sound Out. It's my Shonen Jump, but Sound Out took over for paying for it. And then I'm part of his membership thing on YouTube, so I'm like, well, technically you're only paying $1 less because I'm giving you $1 back.
Nobody cares about Boruto, unlike GT, or like GT.
Naruto GT. That's basically what Boruto is.
Yeah.
What day is today?
Today is the 14th of December. Yesterday was Friday the 13th.
How much is Amazon Prime?
Month?
15?
Yeah, $14.99 a month.
Alright. So I'm thinking, like, do I want to keep it? Because I do plan on getting some stuff for people. By people, I mean me and Mom.
Yeah.
Because you guys, Hey, you guys have a Steam thing, right?
Yes. Wholeheartedly. Okay, so as you can see, we got our castle to ourselves now. And I guess for the rest of this episode, we'll go to a couple places and we'll try to recruit some new characters while we're at it. We won't spend a lot of time dilly-dallying and doing a whole lot since we're nearing the end of today's play session.
Play session. I mean, that's a. You're not wrong. That's a randomly technical way to describe it. You're not wrong though. Oh boy. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm
Again?
hoping I come back before we finish.
Okay.
here's open.
There's 3 letters that explain it. I, B, and S.
I mean, if we have to, I guess we could extend it a little bit until you get back.
Oh, you don't have to.
Well,
I mean, if you want to, if you want to make sure I plug, I guess, yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like
Like-
no man left behind, my dude.
Well, hopefully I'll be back soon enough.
Okay.
Oh, but before chat says some things. All right, I'll be back.
Remember, YouTube TV is to cost $83 next year? Jeez! No kidding. YouTube TV to cost as much as trying to pay cable from something like Comcast or Cox every month? Jesus. That's ridiculous, if you ask me. Nobody would even stand for that. Muteki says, YouTube says because there's more content, that's why price increase. Yeah, but at the same time, they need to make it to where the price is justified. And even though there's a lot of content, I really can't see the price being justified as is for where they're placing it, you know? Still, that's overkill. What's her name? Oh, there's Mia. Okay, good. Now, for when we do some of the recruits, in these, for these last 20 minutes or so, we won't go for everybody that we come across, but I will at least try to save some people for next time before we go into more of the story, but we'll just see how many people we can actually get before we start everything else. Like, take for example, one of them showing up at the gate right here. His name's Jefferson, and he looks like some. Okay. If you thought Ayla was bad with how she looked in Chapter 3 in Ghetto's group, this guy looks like he's out of place based on what he's wearing. This doesn't... Golly, it's just like this game still did not know how to properly display people with attire that are beneficial for the times, or, you know, for the period that, you know, the game seems like it's trying to pay an homage to. I mean, golly, this guy looks like he came from modern age. Look at him wearing that Kevlar jacket, having that stick in his hand, like what you would see at like a army detention center or whatnot. Oh, so you'll cut off from Amazon Prime next year, LPH? Well, I mean, any way to save money, for sure. For me, I only use Amazon Prime to buy stuff so that way I can have them shipped out to me sooner instead of later, because I really don't like having to pay more for to get items sooner. The Tin Head Halter, the Gold Brick Gang boss. Oh, basically this guy is giving everybody aliases. I get it. Or titles, rather. Well, Cecile, would you rather be called an Ironhead even though you're technically not one? So, Metal, got any big plans for Christmas coming up?
Well, since I will have very little to no money, probably just sit alone in the dark, crying, like I do every year.
Aw, sorry to hear that.
And you know what? I wish that was somewhat of a stretch, but it's not.
Yeah, Christmas for me coming up this year is about to be the same as next year, even though it won't be depressing.
True.
Alright, we got Jefferson, this army drill sergeant, who gives titles or aliases. He has joined the 108 Stars of Destiny now. That's like one of the few instances where you actually have a character, you know, appear within your castle where you can actually recruit them right at the spot. No, there's another character we can recruit who's in this town, but in order to do that, we need to go all the way to where the windmill was. Alright, dude. You wanted those grape seeds? Well, I came to bring them for you. Now you can start a farm at our castle. I see you got the same name as the protagonist from Final Fantasy V there, dude. Even though the end of your first name starts with an S instead of a Z. Hey, I got grape seeds on me, dude. Or do I have to get actual grapes at like a trade post? That's... Oh, yeah, I think I had to get actual grapes at a trade post in order for him to join us. Yeah, and, gonna try... Oh, Muteki, you're gonna try the Sparking Zero update and get caught up on some more Dragon Ball Daima? Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan, dude.
Not a bad plan at all.
Yeah, I'll be watching Daima after I get done with this episode, the most recent episode that came out yesterday, episode 10. I wonder if we can actually... If we get the golden hammer here, man, wouldn't that be a... No, still, that's too early. You won't get it. We won't get it until Chapter 5, okay. Basically, if we got the golden hammer, then we would get the ultimate hammer, which we can upgrade our weapons to level 16, if we wanted to, but we don't have that option available to us quite yet. Now, if I remember, there's at least one character, or at least a couple within the Great Hollow who we can recruit, if we want to. But Fighter had to come in and explain no sound out, Muteki just too good. Oh yeah, and I forgot, in order to, that might be a bit too much to do right at the get-go, so what I'm actually going to do, before we end off the stream, there's at least one character I want to see if we can recruit on the Mountain Path location, but in order for us to get to the Mountain Path, we need to cross through, the Isa Plains and then pass by the destroyed Korea village and then get to the Mountain Path, because there's someone at the beginning of the Mountain Path who we will need to recruit, who will end up teleporting us to locations where we can get to in quick succession. But like I said, if we can do this quick, then we can get the rest of this episode made, but we'll see. You know, and speaking of fighting games, I was gonna ask you, Muteki, are you gonna try out Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16 and Tekken 8? I mean, I know Jerry won't, but I know for a fact that I do need to get the Season 1 pass eventually.
Oh yeah, you need we need that Final Fantasy 16 experience of being told what a piece of shit you are. Because you're one of those filthy magic users.
Oh. You mean he's a branded?
Yep.
I see you've studied a little bit of,
A little. Like I said, I still haven't played 16 yet, but I have read up a bit on it. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know a lot of people now. I mean, there's still that divide between people and saying that Final Fantasy 16 is a good and bad game. But one thing we can't agree on, I think its story is pretty good. I do like the themes that they try to display within the game about, how the crystals were considered like the thing that keeps like a game's world in balance or whatnot. But in Final Fantasy 16, it's what's actually destroying the world in that game. So you're basically making it a mission to where the future of the world should be less dependent on the crystals.
Most of the games we're trying to save them. This time we gotta kill them.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's not. Mind you, there have been other ones where you have to destroy crystals and stuff. Like I know Tactics Advanced. That's one of the things.
Oh yeah,
is destroying the crystals that is holding the world that you're in together. But yeah.
The Totema crystals.
Oh yeah, yeah. And mind you, that's a spin-off. So, yada yada, whatever. But.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That really sucks. I mean, even if you have the Season 1 pass, you should at least get access to all the perks that they offer for that pass. You know? Having to pay for the stage separately, the Phoenix Gate, the Final Fantasy 16 stage in Tekken 8. Yeah, that. Jeez. Thanks, Harada. and it's like, and we still can't forgive you for lying to us about Heihachi still being alive.
Oh, thank you. Okay, no, okay. I was just scrolling X and I saw Bart and Homer pouring bleach in their eyes. Good time.
Yeesh.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. It's okay, son. I love you. Oh, good stuff. Just like one of my favorite Family Guy jokes with Tall Peter on the ride.
Oh yeah.
Since Tall Peter is a thing for the episode, and some goth girl says, "Oh my God, it's Slender Man," and Peter just apropos of nothing points at her and it says, "Kill people."
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, it's one of the more out there Family Guy jokes.
I mean, I can believe it. You're just waiting for Grease coming back from the dead? Are you talking about GRIS, that game, Grease? Or if you're talking about that game that came out for the Wii, it's like, what is wrong with you, man? that game was... Oh, I can't believe that game actually existed on the Wii. Grease for the Wii? Based off the 80s movie? No rock, Dad. I messed up. Alright. Now, like I said, once we get past the Plain Amour and get over to there's one.
Hey, just in time.
Hey, you made it in time, man. Now, there's one character that I want to recruit before we end off the stream, but it shouldn't take too long. We just need to get past this place, which is just only a couple screens, and then we'll be at the mountain path. Where, at the beginning portion of that path, we'll actually meet the character who we want to recruit as, because she's one half of us getting around the world map of Suikoden 3 a lot faster.
Yes.
But she is a character who's been in the first and second game, and has been in all the other games after that, too. But then after we get done with that part, then we'll wrap up for today.
Do 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 do. Man, what anime is that?
It's familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Muteki asked you, Metal, if there was a Power Rangers game collection on Dreamcast.
No.
I would have remembered that.
That was that. There is no Power Rangers game for Dreamcast, and as far as I know, no Sentai or Rider games. So, yeah. Let's just say, yeah. Toei and Sega. I don't know, because they did make Changerion for it to kind of sort of promote the Saturn a little, and that worked so well that the Saturn died. So yeah. But it was an interesting, batshit insane show, so it's interesting on that one.
But yes, we finally are talking to the character who we want recruited to the 108 Stars of Destiny. And if you remember Vicky from the first and second Suikoden, she was the gal who could teleport us to cities and dungeons on the world
okay.
map. Yeah, she returns for this game. But she's not the only Vicky in this game. And you'll probably ask, what do you mean by that? Well, we'll save that for next episode.
Oh, really?
All right.
What's Famicom?
What are you looking at, Jerry?
I was trying to see if there actually was a Sentai game for Dreamcast. And first off, Google AI gave me a wrong answer. That's why I'm sick of it showing up.
Yeah.
And yes, Vicky actually took us there where we needed to go, but yeah, as I said, if you want to know why I said there's more than one Vicky in this game, we'll have to wait till next episode. But for now, I think we're at a good spot where we can wrap up for today.
And before that, there was a Toku game that had Gold Ranger, Jaka, Kamen Rider 1, 2, V3, Amazon, Kaider, Inazuman, and all that for Dream. There was a game that had a bunch of Toku heroes for Dreamcast, but not a standalone Sentai game.
Okay, I get it. It's one of those. I know them.
Yeah.
Like Superhero Tyson or something like that, basically. Because they did make a Tyson game for Toku heroes in like 1990 or 2000 for the PlayStation, and it includes like a bunch of the Showa heroes, including like the Space Sheriffs and shit. It's apparently quite good, but it's obviously in Japanese, and as far as I know, it's never been translated or anything, so.
Anyway, since we're already at the save spot, we'll go ahead and we'll start plugging. So, I think it is my turn first since Metal went first last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Double RPG Reviews. YouTube's my bread and butter when it comes to content, whereas Twitch is secondary, as I stream on there mostly. I know I haven't really done anything new in terms of content for quite a while, but I hope I will get back to doing that as soon as I can. But it's just a matter of when, but you'll have to stay up to date with me through social media to find out. And speaking of social media, stay up to date with me on Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky at Double RPG Reviews. And if you are curious where to find me, I posted the links in the streamer chat, or in the Twitch chat for you. So yeah, be sure to check them out. Anyway, that's me. So what about you, Metal?
Alright, well, follow me on X at VisibleNinja00, as well as on Twitch. And, of course, check out Hero Club for Life across social media, especially since we stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern for news on Wednesdays and just game and chill on Fridays. So, check us out. Da-da-da.
Alrighty, and last but not least, Fighter Cows.
Yes. Starchild answered with Techie what I was just going to say. I'm like, if it's an emulator, then that's not official. Starchild already answered. And, yeah, you can follow me on Twitch, social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, at FighterKaus, FIGHTERXAOS. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays at 4:30. Tuesdays is K115. Fridays is, man, why am I following my words? Fridays is Fate Grand Order.
Mm-hmm.
Except this. No, it is Fate Grand Order. And I'm trying to find my B-Sky link. So I don't use it much, but you can follow me there, I guess. It's one of those things. I guess you can, but I use Twitter more at the moment. And yeah. Follow me, I do webcomics and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
And art and stuff when I'm not streaming. That's it.
Alright. Well, be sure to join us next time.
On the Discord.
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't know where to find us on Discord, then the link's in the Twitch chat as well. I just posted there for you. So yeah, guys, be sure to join us next time as we resume where we left off, and we should see what our first thing we can do as a unified front is going to be. And something tells me it revolves us trying to get the true water rune in our hands, since we already have the true fire and the true lightning rune already in our possession. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So until next Saturday, I am Double RPG.
Visible Ninja.
FighterKaus.
And FighterKaus, my friend, you have two great words that are left to end off the stream, and they are...
Mimi. Anyo.
Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next week. Laters.
Bye-bye.